Thanks for sticking with us tonight. Well, check out this next story. Good old MSNBC had to say goodbye to one of their paid contributors after he failed to inform the network he was a speechwriter for Joe Biden. John Meacham has been a go-to analyst and contributor for MSNBC for years and years, but not anymore. The network let him go yesterday, at least as a paid guest. Now, the network made this call when he didn't inform him that he actually wrote, get this, Biden's so-called victory speech that he gave Saturday night in Delaware. He also wrote that speech that Biden gave a couple weeks back in Gettysburg. And by the way, he also wrote the speech that Biden gave at the Democrat National Convention. But don't worry, MSNBC is still packed full of biased, liberal, so-called journalists. My next guest, familiar with all of these lovely left-leaning journalists out there in our country. He's an outspoken black conservative and the executive director of Unhyphenated America. Christopher Harris joining the show. Christopher, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, Dan, I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate you coming on the show. Where do we begin in all this? I guess we can start with the media and the role they have played in this debacle of an election. From your viewpoint, pretty sad state of affairs, isn't it?
When you say the media, are you talking about the corrupt fourth estate? Is that,
I like how you just lay it out there, Christopher. Yes, I would call it the corrupt fourth estate.
The vanguard of the people. Yeah, the vanguard of the people. You know, those who are supposed to help to inform us on what's going on with the government so that we can make the best decision. That's what you're talking about? Yeah, that they've long since been dead and gone for a while now, Dan.
Now, I'm going to throw somebody under the bus, and I know that you've contributed on him. I was a huge fan for a long time and viewed him. I can't believe what Fox News is doing. Yesterday, Neil Cavuto, used to respect the guy, cutting off Kayleigh McEnany in the middle of a press conference. That's unheard of. Whether you don't like what they're saying or they're not out there with the facts right in front of you, it's the press secretary for a sitting president of the United States. How dare Fox or any media organizations go, you know what, folks, we're going to control what you hear. We're just going to cut out of this. Could you believe that?
You know what? I call President Trump the great revealer. He's the great unmasker, the great unveiler, or revealer rather, because he's caused a whole lot of people to take off their mask and show who they really are. I mean, we expected this. We saw this a lot, Dan, throughout the whole election cycle, where all the other networks, you know, the alphabet of networks, they would cut away from his speeches or from any presentation or talks from his press secretary. We did not expect that from Fox. I mean, Fox got to be where they were, where they are, by the fact that they at least try to present themselves as being fair and balanced. And that's what attracted so many conservatives to the network. Unfortunately, that mask has been ripped off. I mean, they took it off themselves. Fox business, right? This is Fox business. This is not an opinion piece. They're supposed to be showing the information that like investors and business owners want to hear. And so this is pertinent to the American people. So why would Neil Cavuto cut away from that and give his opinion on those things when this is information that investors might want to know? I mean, I look at my stock. I don't know if you have stocks. I looked at my stock and I saw the huge uptick and then the cratering of a lot of stocks today as a result.
Yeah, you mean my energy stocks?
Information? Oh, exactly. Don't you think this is information that they want to know? But, you know, Neil, listen, you're not the gatekeeper. Not just Neil, but everyone else. You're not the gatekeeper. That's never what you were intended to be. But somewhere along the way, Dan, a lot of people in the media have been indoctrinated to believe that they are the ones who help you, or actually, I'm sorry, they're the ones who tell you what to think.
Thank you. Yeah, this is the problem. Like my folks, and I'm sure yours probably did, they're getting too big for their britches. They actually think they can control what they can, I guess, but they're not supposed to be. They're trying to control what we see, what we hear, what we know, and they're dictating what's factual. Keeps reminding me of that meme that's been spreading like wildfires. You're entitled to your opinion. You're not entitled to your own facts. And that's what Fox now and the rest of them seem to be doing. They are literally not just pushing a narrative, they're creating their own facts. And if another side wants to show anything that might, oh goodness, inhibit them from pushing that narrative, they just block it. They don't even air it. It's insane.
See, you know, Dan, I also take issue with we are where we are because of there's a grand cabal, if you will. This did not happen overnight. This has been a 100-year effort by the left. right? And they started with taking control of the public education systems, right? Because you have to indoctrinate people to really start to embrace leftism, cultural Marxism, all those things. And so that's one of the things that's happened is that they've embraced cultural Marxism, leftism. And so people don't even know the Constitution anymore. We don't even have Civics 101 being taught. So a lot of people are going to be really upset if and when we see these election returns being overturned because they were falsely called by the media, including Fox.
Yeah, they sure were. Christopher Harris, the Executive Director of Unhyphenated America. Real quick, I got the hard wrap here, so tell folks where they can find you and your information online and the great blogs and articles that you write.
You can find us on our website, www.unhyphenatedamerica.org, or of course on MeWe and all the other networks, all the other, social media platforms under Unhyphenated America.
Unhyphenated America. We will look for it. Christopher Harris, thank you so much for joining Real America. We really appreciate it, brother. Have a good day.
Thank you, Dan. Up
next, time to get real. But before we go, I want to take a moment to remember the service and sacrifice of all Marines. Today, November 10th, 1775, marks the day that the Continental Marines were created in this great nation. So happy birthday from all of us here at Real America and One America News. We appreciate and honor your courage, bravery, and service. Happy birthday, Devil Dogs.